Hello everybody and welcome back to Crusader Kings, where we have our eyes set on the Byzantine Empire title. And we're absolutely working our way towards that. But for right now, we are hosting a grand tournament here, and we're waiting for the duel to begin. That'll be in about 10 days, so that seems absolutely wonderful. We are guaranteed to qualify, and let's see what we have going on here. Our score increases moderately. We would gain Low Blower. That's probably not a great thing. We're already at 89%. Let's hold off on that for now. Okay, 40% chance, 37, 37, and 18. There we go. Fantastic. So we won, but that's not the end. We did not full-on win this. We just passed through to the semifinals, I believe. I think that was just the quarterfinals there. Yeah, excellent. So let's see what this next one is. A diplomacy challenge. No, I don't think this is worth it. We'll concentrate on the fight. Okay, 40% chance. Yep, we will remember our training, and we have won again. Fantastic. Okay. So, next up, we are, of course, going into the finals. So we're at 63% here. And 37% chance of our counterblow working. That's not a great chance. Our score decreasing minutely is probably better than these other options. This would be wounded. This would also be wounded. So we'll best live to fight another day. For now, of course, we will remember our training. And we lost. Okay. Well, RNG is RNG. It's fine. So, we've already won one here. That's all we really needed to do, although we could just disqualify him. But we want the popular opinion. We don't care. We already won one. We achieved our intent. So it's all good. We were so close, indeed. So at this point, we're doing the board game. We will likely not qualify right now. So keeping the peace is not necessarily a bad thing. Our score increasing minutely? Sure. That brings us up to being guaranteed to qualify, so that sounds excellent. Next up, I think we should head over to the village. Our qualification is not slipping at all. Okay, let's head over to the village, and our score would increase greatly and 150 prestige. Excellent. Our score didn't really increase all that much, or at least not the qualification there, so that seems good. We've made a decent amount of money on this as well. So we can head over to the temple now and see what we've got here. Lose 45 stress. We could gain astronomer. We don't really need anything. So let's just reduce our stress here. That sounds good. Okay, we're ready on the board game. A crusade for Italy, huh? Wait. Isn't Italy controlled by Christians already? Oh, okay. So I was under the impression that when our liege unified Orthodoxy, that he healed the schism between Catholicism and Orthodoxy, which apparently isn't the case. Catholicism still exists. Noted. Well, that's absolutely fine. No major concerns there. So, of course, duties of a governor have finished up. We can do additional constructions, and we probably should spend some of this money down. So let's do some of that. We're looking for ideally cheap upgrades. This is pretty cheap. So that seems good. One of these will be pretty cheap too. That was $450, not as cheap as I would have liked, but it'll do. $135 is very cheap. And a lot of these are already working on their upgrades. This is not going to be super cheap, but it'll be good enough. Okay, what else do we have up over this way? Here we go, a desert agriculture upgrade. That'll do the trick. So next up, we can knock this guy out, and that is absolutely fine. We would disqualify him. Okay. He actually conceded to us, so yeah, we're happy. That's great. So let's see what the next step here is. We're now in the semifinals, and let's see what we've got going on here. A coughing fit. No, I don't. Well, actually, we're trying to distract him. So that's a minor penalty, but I think we'll we'll try this for the time being. Actually, no. Cheap tricks are beneath us. I don't want to spend the prestige on it. He actually died. And we won. Just by default, because he died during the board game. Okay. That was not even, like, an event in the board game. He just died. Okay, well, that was awkward. So we're now in the finals, and let's see how this is going to play out. Apparently, they conceded? No, we're going to the finals now. Okay, we did not win that. I got a little confused about what we had going on there. But we need to go to the tourney grounds. I don't really care whether we win or not, to be honest. So, supported foreign knight is not a terrible thing, actually. So we'll do that for now. We're not qualifying for the horse race right now. So we need to try to do something about that. So we need to head to the temple and hopefully pray for victory here. No event popped up. Okay, that's awkward. Back to the tourney grounds we go. So, not good options here. Well, I don't think we're going to qualify for this one. Wait, we recalled a previous victory, and now we qualify. That's not something we did. That was just RNG. Never. A peasant's law is to serve their lord. So the grand tournament will continue. We're not concerned about this war. We will, of course, rally the troops somewhere, but where? Okay, here in Jerusalem is fine. We'll do just men-at-arms and 4573. That seems like a low number of men-at-arms, doesn't it? A lot of these are unraised. That's odd. Huh. Well, we'll figure that out eventually. So this will be quite the race. You'll do. Cool. So we are, of course, busily doing the horse race and dealing with these at the same time. Daring cavalrymen for 450 gold. Honestly, I just want our score to go up. This will be fine. What do we got here? 43% chance of our score going up. It's not great, but we'll do it. The crowd was unimpressed. Okay, final lap. This is not going particularly well for us. 26 chance, actually 44%. We'll see what happens with that. Okay, one more push. That looks like that's not going well. So we'll see. For now, of course, this war is over. We will enforce those demands and disband our troops. There we go. That did gain us some extra influence, which is nice. Okay, I'm assuming we lost this. Yeah, that looks like the lost one. For sure. Okay, there's always next time. That's okay. So we don't actually care. We just inherited the Magistracy of Acre again, and we don't want to hold this. So we'll grant that out. Perfect. That will be absolutely fine. Okay, so let's get this grand tournament over with. Do we want to do anything here? Well, let's see. What a great occasion. This is fine. So we got a prize ring out of it, and the ceremony will be done right now. Okay, so checking in through here, this looks like we do not, in fact, earn any amount of influence from grand tournaments. So that's good to know. We now know that for a fact. Absolutely fine. We're now going to do this bountiful harvest governance issue, and we're probably just going to take the influence. That's what we need more than anything at this time. So here in Buzra, we can certainly upgrade our blacksmiths. That's the majority of our money going away right there, and that's absolutely fine. We can spend a little bit more money if we can find a particularly cheap building, like this one. That looks good. And we have a dynasty legacy, which is kind of remarkable. Actually, yeah, let's do power as a ladder. So that is good. We're probably not going to get another one of those before the end here. So there's a jihad occurring here. This is going to go poorly for them. Very poorly. There's this crusade here. That's also going to go poorly for the attackers. So these are both This is of Vladimir, but you're Orthodox and you're Orthodox, yeah. So they're both attacking Orthodoxy, and it's not going to go well for them. It's not going to go well at all. So up here, I want to take a look at how we're doing on the Byzantine Empire. Now, we can't currently petition our liege, and that's absolutely understood. Taking a look at this, we are now at position 3. We've actually moved up 2 positions. That's interesting. 108 is what we need to get to this guy. He's currently slandered. Regent Scales of Power is 29 of that. And of course, he's from the same family. So we've got this overthrow scheme going on here. We're still keeping with it for the moment. I think that's fine. I want to... We can elevate our governorship now for the Kingdom of Syria. Hang on, did our liege create this? No, but something changed here that is allowing us to do this now. That's really, really good. We need this. So we're going to do this in a standard scheme here. We don't actually care about secrecy here. So 341 days, but we're already at 93% chance. This is saying 40% in the tooltip, but 93 here. I'm guessing this isn't updated. So we should probably bring in, yeah, you'll do actually. So 47-day reduction there. And then as far as what else we want to bring in here, these are very long phases. So we could offer... we should probably just put money into that, to be honest. Okay, so yeah, we're at 40 to start with the cap being at... This is still saying 93, but we need to wait until we have 5 advantages. Okay, we just got household savings, so let's get a socialite here, this guy. Bribe and prestige. Done. So that brings us down to 216 days. It's, or rather 244. It's not great. That's for sure. We can bring this guy in, and that will put us at a success chance of 90, and then from here we don't really care. Anyone who's willing to join would be great. But we're going to have to wait until such a time as we have enough advantages, because we cannot execute this without 5 advantages. So that's going to take a little bit of time. That's understood. In that case, we should have focused on scheme duration, but I guess it's okay. So let's take Hergeld for now. That'll be absolutely a-okay. And we can spend some money as well. This will build us up some influence, so we can get this going. That'll be fine. And this will put us up to kingdom level, which will be huge. That'll mean that we no longer have this penalty, but that should also significantly boost us here, I think. So that'll be good. We can promote ourselves, but that would start a new political scheme. But maybe we can come up here and ask our father to promote us? Let's see. Request as househead is currently unavailable. Okay. So that won't be available for a while. We could request appointment support on ourselves for the... where are we here? The Byzantine Empire. We don't have 900 gold, though. Okay. Sure. We'll have that soon enough. So we can just wait on that, I suppose. Seems reasonably fine. So that's going to be like 2 months. Or we could just be like, you know what? Let's play this patiently. That also seems like a decent option here. So how much is this growing by per phase? 5.4% per phase? Okay. This overthrow scheme, I'm not too fussed about it, to be honest. I don't really care too much about that. It's this that's far more important. So success chance is currently 93.5%. Interesting. That's very interesting. Possibly because we already hold all of the titles there. Most likely. I think that's what we've got going on. So this scheme, we added a breach. That's understood. Once the scheme reaches 5 breaches, it'll automatically fail. I'm not too fussed about this, like I said. We'll see what happens. We will see what happens. As far as this scheme goes, we just have to wait until we have 5 advantages. So that looks okay. And then as far as our succession here goes, I mean, we've got a little ways to go here. This guy has brought himself back up. Okay. Have we been slandered? We have not. So we need to plan to be slandered. That's understood. In good estate. Monthly income plus 16%. Or we could gain 30 influence, which isn't a lot. We'll take the monthly growth. That seems great. So that's fine for now. Up here in Damascus, we can continue to work on some of these constructions. So that's definitely something we could do. Sure, why not? That'll be fine. So we'll get that going. Duties of a governor have finished up, of course, getting us additional influence. We want to move our way up this influence level as quick as we can. So that means we want to farm feasts, but we can't do that for another 13 months. So we're kind of in a holding pattern right now until such a time as we have some of these irons in the fire that are actually happening, right? So that'll be fine. We're at 1% on this right now. Okay. So if we keep working on it, that'll be fine. Diplomacy increases. I don't know that we care about that, though. We'll just take 20 days of progress. That'll be okay. It's not a huge deal, but 20 days faster is 20 days faster, right? So that seems relatively fine for now. Excellent. So we'd love to promote ourselves, of course. What do we have going on here? Additional 20 days of progress. Perfect. Each one of those is like not quite 10%. It's like 8% of a phase. So that's not terrible. But of course, we'd prefer this to go a little faster than it is going. So we're at 15 advantages here right now. We'll be able to execute this at 20 advantages. When we have 5 more advantages, we'll be up like 20% more. So this is going to take a little while if we want to actually overthrow this guy. And would this actually put us... Oh. Okay. Well, that's irrelevant now. He's no longer part of the regime. So that seems fine. We can now work on promoting ourselves, but... Oh, this is the Elevate Governorship scheme. Right. So in that case, we could take a look at the Byzantine Empire here. We could look at, like, this guy has not yet been slandered. So we should probably do this. Oh, that is a political scheme as well. Okay. I assumed that that would be a personal scheme for some reason. Interesting. Well, we need to get this one done. So that's going to take a little while for sure. Completely controlled de jure duchies, controlled de jure counties. Those are giving us plus 33 here. And our level of influence plus 15. Yeah, this is definitely... This is boosted by a lot. Understood. Our friend died. Well, that happens. So we definitely need to invest some money here, and I'm going to do this in Tiberias. I want to get all of our locations built up to full very soon. Our father is our new player heir. We don't really care so much about that right now. We'd like to have a male child, though, ideally. Our wife is pregnant, so that's fine. We're probably not going to have another succession before the end of the series, or not the series, before the end of this segment of the series. This is a mega campaign. So we're probably going to not have a succession before then. It's 14-14, right? So that's understood. Summon the physician for sure. We definitely have a plague coming in here. That's understood. Early prevention was successful, and that is, of course, great. Our head of faith would grant a claim on the kingdom of Pomerania. Okay, I don't really care about it, to be honest. That doesn't matter all that much. So what we want to do right now is we want to be working on this. Now, my question is, once we are kingdom level, will we be able to increase our candidate score more? Actually, we can bring this up by another 46. Let's do that. So that's nice. That puts us in position 4 still. So we can boost ourselves up to here. That's okay. And we can continue to spend some money out over in, like, Damascus. Actually, it's going to be in Buzra. Yeah, there we go. So we just lost somebody in our scheme here due to death. This was a socialite, so we absolutely want to bring somebody in here. We can't really do advantages. Okay. We could do prestige. That would do the trick. Cool. So that looks good. We're now at 3 advantages here. We just need to get 2 more ticks on that. So that looks absolutely excellent. Once that's done, we will be able to, well, that'll open up a lot of doors for us, actually, getting up to a kingdom title. That's very difficult to do in an administrative government. No doubt about that. So next in line, sure, we'll lose 45 stress. That seems great. So checking in here, we're at position, actually 3. We just went up to position 3 here. I don't know why this guy lost some. Slandered, perhaps. This guy's been slandered, so yep, that seems great. We have a new heir, and that is, of course, fantastic. Okay, so I want to take a look at the Emperor here. So declare me co-Emperor. He would not do this currently because he's at war. He's actually losing this crusade for the Kingdom of Italy, but he's winning the Holy War for the Sheikdom. Maybe he's planning to pivot up after he gets this done, but that looks grim. He needs to handle this. Okay, well, for the moment, this is not an us problem. That's a him problem. We don't actually care all that much about... Actually, we do care about this, don't we? And he's at minus 100 all of a sudden. What happened here? He lost a big battle. Okay, so this is a location that is held by our house. This is not within the Kingdom of Italy. This is within the Kingdom of Sicily. Okay, we don't care then. Irrelevant. So that seems good. Our liege is no longer at war. So now would he declare us co-emperor? No, because he's sharing power again. Okay. Well, that may change eventually. We'll unlock detailed ledgers here, boost up our income a little bit, and we should probably go petition the emperor. So, if we were to do this, what would we want to petition him for? Granting a council seat to a house member, probably. Yeah, let's do it. So we have 1 danger on the way through here. This is due to planes, and it's medium danger. We could just hire merc guards. This is an irrelevant amount of money, so it seems fine. Excellent. So up we go. And war was declared on him. Amazing. How terrible. Oh, well. So this is a liberty war. Noted. That's the Kingdom of Hellas. Interesting. So that seems reasonably fine. I do want to continue to get some additional buildings going here. But we're up to 4 on this now. We can get that going with 1 more tick. So that is huge. We'll have that very, very soon. Let's get some more of these upgrades going. This one's pretty expensive. And this one's a little cheaper. Not terribly cheap, but a little cheaper. Oh, that one's cheap. Perfect. So that looks absolutely fine. Excellent. Okay, we can get an available perk here. This is actually a martial perk, and natural dread and control growth is probably what we want to do. Okay, that seems fine. And we are, of course, continuing to gain additional influence here. We're just banking up large amounts of influence right now. That's the primary goal. Our liege is converting Jaffa. We're not a big fan of that, but it's fine. Okay, yeah. Unfortunately, this war started after we left, and I'm not surprised that he refused to even listen to us. But yeah, it's very rude. So this game just gained 2 advantages because of our father, and that's fantastic. That means we can execute this scheme. And this should elevate our governance. We've got a 95% chance. It's not going to get any higher. And there we go. Perfect. So we are now a viceroy. Okay, so taking a look at this, our estate is here. This is still part of the Byzantine Empire. Wait, what? Oh, the emperor is now controlling Palestine. So we have Thessaly here. And our capital is now in Damascus. Hoshea is controlling Thessaly. What? That's weird. Why did our father get all of our titles, pretty much? Well, we have the kingdom title, and he's part of our house, so that's reasonably fine. Let's see here. I'm assuming we should be his heir at this point. If we influenced our own candidacy here, would we be at minus 1,000? We would be, because we're already a governor. Odd. And he's not our vassal. That's weird, the way that that worked. That took away, like, all of our territory except for Damascus. Wild stuff. Okay, well, I guess we gotta put it back together. So that pretty much means that we need to... Well, we can't even do anything here because this is held directly by our liege. And I don't think... Can we do anything against our father on this? We can't do boundary disputes because we're traveling. Okay. What about on our liege? Boundary dispute is not an option on him. So we would need him to give out Palestine. But the duchy title is still ours. Weird. I don't know why Hoshea got almost all of our titles there. That was bizarre, but we can put this back together, I think. The weirdest part about this is that Palestine is our title still, but the emperor took over all of this territory. That's very, very strange. I'm wondering if we can get him to give it back to us, because, like, he should. Maybe he'll just give it back to us. Okay, he destroyed the province of Palestine. Wild stuff. Well, we're still going after his title anyway. So we'll get that put together in the next episode, and we'll work our way up here. But yeah, we definitely raised up our position here. Our father is awkward for us. We're going to have to boundary dispute him a lot, or... Yeah, I think we have to boundary dispute him to get this put back together. But that's okay. We can do that. So, it's a little bit of a fresh start here, but it's odd. And we've also only got a few more years, so that's going to be interesting. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and a very special thank you to all of the channel members for making this video possible, including ALS Gamer, Dark Horse, Ethan Feldman, Upper Cumberland Gamers, Nick Smarty, Dimitri H, Punching the Microphone, The Lounge STL, and all the rest. And of course, you. Thank you for watching. If you'd like to support the channel, you can click the join button down below the video, and as always, I will see you all next time.